those guys were laser beaming.
No worries, bro. Just find the crack of light and do better next time.
They're right. They're close. Yeah, just stay in here. Just stay in here. No, it was a What's up, everyone? While we fly through this opening looting simulator game, it's been another week in the trenches, and I'm getting to the point where my rank progression is really starting to slow way down. The rank system is a grind, and it favors those who can put the time and effort into it. The struggle is real. At the time of making this video, I have logged 30 hours total of ranked game time. This spans across 6 weeks. This amount of time is a minimum of what most high-ranking players play in a single week. Okay, quick timeout from the intro to give you an idea of what type of teammates I'm getting paired with. Newcastle pings the extended mag. I grab it right before the Horizon dibs it. If they kindly would have asked for it, I would have been happy to drop it. But the comms in this game is severely lacking, and it's partly because 60% of my group has no interest in communicating. And instead of just asking for it, they decide to do this bullshit. No, you can't dib something right as I'm picking it up, dude. That's not how it works. Was I wrong to keep the extended mag? Should I have given it back? I don't know. At this point, who effing cares? So, as I was saying, because I can only put so little time into the grind, the weight of the losses is really starting to add up. The last session I progressed only 30 ranked points over the course of one evening. What I find most frustrating, though, is that I consider myself an average player, and I assume that I'm being grouped with other average players. And as an average player, I am solo queuing and doing the best that I can. I had the headset on, I'm talking, I'm giving in-game support and coming up with plans. However, the people I'm getting paired with don't seem to have any interest in this. We all know this is a team-based game, right? We all know that coordinated squads have a better chance of winning, right? So where's this phenomenon of seemingly absent-minded people coming from? I was hoping that as I climbed through the tiers, my chances of being placed with other like-minded people would increase. As much as the poor team play infuriates me, I stand committed to grind ranked for all of Season 20. Not to prove that I'm a committed player or somehow better than other content creators. No, I'm simply staying committed to answer the two questions that started this whole journey. How far can an average player with limited time truly progress in a ranked season, and is it worth it? I hope you enjoyed today's video. It's not a banger by any means, but it's a good example of what my experience has been. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the Outlands. So we've been running around forever, and we finally are able to find our first team and trying to get engaged. There's a couple teams in the area, and really we're just trying to farm damage. At least that's what I'm trying to do. Hoping maybe to get a couple of knocks here or there. But the game's been so slow to start that I'm just interested in shooting people. I feel like I got a good EMP on this team. Cracked on that one. Just got this other person cracked. And I'm ready to push. Horizon throws their ult, and so I feel like that's a good time to try to work this other angle I'm coming up to. The problem with their ult, though, it's hard to see past it. You know, I assume there were people in it, but there was no one up here. So I continue to try to close this gap and keep pressure on this team, but they're able to evade us. I am working more on Crypto's abilities with this drone and making sure that I'm doing two things at once versus one thing at a time. Right there, I tried to do the drone and my ultimate accelerant.
Whole team right there, garden.
And here I was able to get it. This makes more sense, better use of my time. So we got the zone closing in on us, and I'm able to use the drone to see what the clear path is to move forward. The Horizon, he's just on his own, so I'm trying to communicate with the Newcastle here. His
Go
name's
ahead,
Creamy Wood, so that's fun. I hit that pillbox because I noticed I was in dire need of light ammo. And so I hit it just to see if there's anything in there because I know I'm going to need it. And luckily I was able to grab some. I like this move. I like that the Horizon's, giving a couple of pings and moving to high ground. So I'm just quietly following along. Still 7 squads left. 6 squads, I guess. Don't know where anyone's at really or what the compositions look like. I want to give support to Horizon, but she just is constantly pushing way out. I hear this person coming up on the automobile. I forget what they're called. I assume it's just a single person. No one else really pushes here. Ends up being a bang ult. I couldn't tell if it was a Gibby ult, but just recognized that the ult was thrown. See, that's the problem I keep having. As I hit the EMP, I have a tendency to fly my drone straight up, so it's not a stationary target. But in doing so, the area of effect gets smaller because the EMP is an orb around the drone, and I missed that team there. But I am getting a lot more liberal with using my drone and using the EMP. Always looking for ultimate accelerants.
I need light ammo.
Right now is where our team comms is really lacking. I wish they would be telling me what they're seeing right now while I'm trying to get geared up. Being the only one who's communicating, and where's my downtime at? So there's 5 other teams, and I don't know where anyone's at. I don't know who's with which team. So we at least are in circle, and we're just defending. If my teammates were communicating more, I would have considered talking about pushing a weak team or a better positioned team.
I got team to our right. Team right here. Team to our left. There's one more team unaccounted for.
There's a team right here that I'm focusing in on. That would have been a good position to take up. We could hit them with the EMP and move them to a better position. I know all this firing seems kind of pointless without us moving, but in my mind, I'm thinking the more damage I can do, lethal or not lethal, is the more resources they have to use to get back to 100%. And hopefully the long con is if we can wait them out, maybe we can be in a better position at the end of the game to out-survive them. I know we've been fighting this team in the middle. I saw my teammates shooting at them, so I decided to support with the EMP blast. Although the Horizon was being kind of a bitch earlier in the game, the person is holding their own, which is nice. The Newcastle, though, I'm a little surprised at how poorly they played. And I get that people have bad games, and I don't want to say that this guy sucks by any means. I mean, he definitely was having a bad game if that was the case. But looking at the in-game stats and the amount of participation he contributed overall was kind of surprising. Honestly feel like if I had a better Newcastle, I mean, I haven't once seen a shield wall from him, I haven't once seen an ultimate from him, and coming up here, there could have been some good uses of those abilities, and he's just not using them. But a teammate with the gun is better than a dead teammate, so I come over to save him. There's just one fuse in here. With these bang ults, usually running forward gets you out of them. I feel like a lot of times Bangalores are throwing them at your feet, and then the barrage takes place from their back, and so if you just run forward, you can usually get out of it. But here's a good part where Newcastle could have thrown out a shield wall to protect us from gunfire from these other teammates. So it makes me wonder, being in a gold lobby, what is this person's ability?
Come on now.
I would imagine even if you're a silver lobby Newcastle that you have familiarity with your tacticals and ultimates and are able to use them effectively. It looks like you got a shield wall out there. There you go. I know that this team, again, is pressuring my Horizon, so I decided to use my EMP on them. I know that this fuse is sitting over here. I don't know if there's a whole team with them.
We got one guy over here.
But as I had to push him knowing that zone's closing in on him, and I wanted to make sure he wasn't trying to peek around. I planned on heal, canceled, thinking it was better use of time to res him, and then we could both heal at the same time versus me heal, me res, him heal. Newcastle has no health, he's not healing. He just runs right down here without an ultimate, without a shield wall.